This is Raghu with Royal LePage Ignite. Thank you for joining me for the December month. I know I sent you a community report that's just pertaining to Kedron, Winfield, and Taunton. This is just Oshawa, just for comparison's sake, just to see how the market is doing in our city or keeping up in our city. So as you can see, we start with the number of sales. Sales are drastically down from last year, and obviously one of the reasons is last year. When I say last year, my apologies. I mean 2017 December, and it was an odd year in 2017 just because there was a lot of government intervention, mortgage rules, as well as a couple of interest rate hikes. So 2017 was not a normal year. 2018, comparing it to 2017, that's why we see spikes here and there. So the difference in sales can be really related to 2017's, how should I say, motivated seller and buyer market, because there was a stress test coming in January 2018. And also, as you can see, in the almost first half of 2017, we had tremendous sales because the foreign buyers tax was not implemented. So that's why we see the numbers like this. It's going to be really interesting to see the January 2019 numbers, and for us to be able to compare that with January 2018 numbers. So let's go ahead and see what happened in active listings. Active listings, surprisingly, was really neck to neck. So, nothing really changed in that. Nobody is in a hurry this time around compared to last year. Again, when I mean this time around, I mean December 2018. Comparing that to last year, that they're not in a hurry to sell. Active listing is good. We have Oshawa average price. I've gone back to average price. My apologies. We have to figure some stuff out with Toronto Real Estate Board because my home price index wasn't making sense to me. So till I clarify that, I think it's better if we just go back to average price and stick with everybody else. So December month, the average price went up tremendously. But again, sales are down, and I certainly don't see that pattern continue. It's going to be interesting again, like I said, how this January, so that's 2019 January, is going to compare with 2018 January. And recently, Bank of Canada also decided to leave the rate unchanged, the policy rate unchanged, and the banks followed suit by not touching the prime rate, which is great for people borrowing money for mortgages, and as well as great for sellers because they don't have to worry about buyers getting qualified now. I know it's not much, but everything counts when the interest rate is so neck to neck tie with affordability. And now we have months of inventory. So Oshawa months of inventory, we have about 2.8 months of inventory for December 2018. And when we compare that to December 2017, we have gone up by about 0.7. And again, this had to do with a little bit of rush sales towards the end of the year, as buyers and sellers were really motivated in the market to sell. So let's see. It's an interesting market. Nothing can be said for sure how it'll turn out towards the end of the year or even the spring. So let's see what happens, and January would be a good indicator. 2019, once it finishes, it would be a good indicator to see if in comparison to January 2018, if we could see anything. Mind you, also a lot of agreement and purchase sale which were signed in December 2017, the banks and the lenders honored it, although it closed, let's say, in February, or sold firm, actually, that's what I meant, sold firm in January. So let's say that you bought something in the second or third week and you had the financing clause and it had to be extended because of holiday, and you finally sold firm in January. Well, that number is going to come towards January, but essentially you signed the agreement in December, so therefore the lenders and the banks, they were willing to honor the non-stress policy as long as the agreement and purchase sale was signed prior to January 2018. So you'll see some of that remnants show up in the numbers of January 2018. But again, it's not going to be much. But let's see how the numbers play out. Okay, so till the next market report, thank you so much for all your comments and for calling me and everything. If you need anything in particular, if you want to find out perhaps your home's price, the best way to do it is by a comparative market analysis. And these things that we do on a monthly basis don't really tell the whole story. Even on a community basis, there could be older homes and newer homes in the community, so it's very, very difficult to accurately say that just because your home has double garage, this is what it's worth. What we have to do is do a comparative market analysis, take your home and then take other homes that sold on your street or on the next street, very, very close to you, do a lot assessment, do a square feet assessment, do upgrade assessment inside, whether it has hardwood floors, whether it backs onto ravine, whether it has a walkout basement. There's so many factors. It's just there's no one way of saying, hey, here's the average price of the community and this is where you stand. So if you want to know that number, please feel free to contact me and I'd be happy to help you. Till next month, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.